Ever wanted to feel like a spy, but with kids? And Home Assistant. Today, we will be turning your dashboard into live tracker. Add Google Maps with a style and see exactly where your people and devices are in the real time. Because if you're going to track your family, at least make it look good. We'll start in a couple of seconds. Today we are installing the Google Map card via HACS or HACS, styling it with the Google Maps goodness, tracking live locations, drawing movement history using the real device data, and protecting your Google API key from unexpected bills. We'll go from basic install to API security to some gorgeous dashboard visuals. So let's start with what it is, then we'll walk you through how to set it up. So what is the Google Map card? It's a custom Lovelace card by cataseven, and it brings real Google Maps styled your way right into Home Assistant. But unlike the basic map, this one supports real-time tracking, dark mode, even tracking history using the past movement data. It shows exactly where your devices have been, with a colored route trail, custom icons, and all styled to match your dashboard theme. It's simple to set up and even better to show off. So now your smart home knows where you are, where you're going, and maybe even where you left your keys, thanks to Google Maps card. But let me ask you this, who else knows that? Yeah, it's time we talk about digital privacy, and that's where Surfshark VPN comes in. Surfshark is not just for avoiding annoying geofencing that some providers push on us. Your location data is incredibly valuable. It's not just your Home Assistant that's paying attention. Your ISP, advertisers, and those mysterious third parties lurking in the shadows are all ears. Surfshark VPN encrypts your internet traffic, including location-related activity, so your private life stays private. And hey, checking your Google Maps dashboard while sipping a latte on the public Wi-Fi. That's like handing out copies of your travel plans to strangers. With Surfshark, your connection is secure anywhere. Here is something you love. Surfshark lets you connect unlimited devices on a single account. So whether it's your phone, your tablet, your watch, or your partner's phone that's constantly lost on the map, they are all protected. And thanks to Surfshark's no-block policy, your location history stays yours. Tired of giving your real info every time you sign up for something location-based? Surfshark's alternative ID gives you a masked name and an email to avoid spam, creepy ads, and sketchy data leaks. Basically, it's like dropping a pin, but anonymously. So if Google Maps can tell your smart home where you are, make sure that the rest of the internet doesn't find out. Go to surfshark.com/beardytinker and you'll get an exclusive deal. 4 extra months of Surfshark for free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Encrypt your data, mask your identity, and keep your digital footprint exactly where it belongs, with you. Get Surfshark VPN today. Here is how to install it. Step 1 is of course to open HACS. Go to search bar and type in Google. Download Google Maps card. Click on download. The latest version at the time of the recording is version 1.6.9, but there are frequent updates. Click on download, and since this is not an integration, we only need to press reload. Now you need to head over to Google Cloud Console. For that, use the link down in the video description or just click on this link in the GitHub repository. I needed first to verify my account with the credit cards. And yes, this is a billable service. I'll be talking about that in just a couple of seconds. After you verify your account, you have to enable the Maps JavaScript API, and you need to copy the provided API key. Restrict it to only Maps JavaScript API if you want, and also for further security you can tie it to your Home Assistant IP address or HTTP referrer. Boom, you are ready to track. But before we proceed with the card installation, let's talk about budget. Listen this closely because this is important part. Google gives you $200 in free usage per month, which is roughly 28,000 map loads. This is plenty for most smart homes. But if something goes rogue, you will be billed. To set up billing alert, in the Google Cloud Console, go to the Billing, Budgets and Alerts, create a budget for example, $1 or $5, and turn on email alerts. If you want extra safety, you can also go to Google Maps JavaScript API Quotes tab and lower your daily request limit to something like 1000 loads per day. It's like rate limits, but for your wallet. Now that you have set up your budget, maybe even rate limit, and you got your key, which is I hope still copied in your memory, let's go to wherever you want to add a card, click on pencil sign, click on for example new sections, plus, and select Google Map Card. First thing we want to do is paste our API key. We do not see still any entities, so let's sort that thing first. Click on plus to add entity, select one from the list. This is the list of all your devices, people, and zones that you have in your Home Assistant. I'll select Person Bearded Thinker, and then we can start customizing things. First thing, let's go back to main settings. You can change aspect ratio, for example 16:9 or 1.56:1 or something else. Then you can play with the zoom. For example, 11 is default, but we can go for 8, 5, and with this of course you can control your zoom. Then you can select theme from the drop-down menu. Auto is something that I prefer, but you can go from any theme on the list, be it dark theme or the light theme. Then you have option to select map type, which can be road map, satellite, hybrid, or terrain. Next, let's customize the buttons. If you have noticed on my intro screen, I had various different screens because I played with those buttons. You can enable or disable pan, zoom, map type, street view, full screen, tilt, but also in this line here, scale, and keyboard shortcuts. Let's for this card remove type, street view, full screen, and tilt, and let's move pan from the right bottom to a left bottom, and this now looks much cleaner. Besides that, as I said, we can also customize this entity that we are tracking. We have icon size that I mentioned. It can be larger, smaller, or default 20. You can set up how many hours of the person's movement history you want to see, starting from 0, 1, 4, 10, or let's say last 3 days because I did travel a bit. Yep. Polyline width, it will change the width of the line that tracks where the person was. Then we can change the icon color, background color, and also polyline color. If you want, you can select for one of the entities, follow this entity. That means that when the entity moves, the map will move with the entity, and entity will be always in the center of the map. For example, if I now zoom out, move somewhere else, it will automatically move to where the center of the entity is. But besides adding just one entity, you can add multiple entities. And as I said, it doesn't have to be the person, it can be also zones. For example, your home zone or any other zone that you want to add. Click on Save, and that's it. Now inside your UI, you have Google Maps card installed and configured. Now let's talk what else you can do if you want to take things further. For example, you can add external integration for the device tracking. If you have a specific device, if you can integrate it inside Home Assistant, you can use that integration to provide device location inside Home Assistant and then represent that data inside the UI. It can allow smoother and also more accurate tracking. I also mentioned follow through, which is used to keep maps centered on someone as they move. You can play with the polyline width, icon color, themes to match your style. The customization is only limited by how far you are willing to tinker. And let's face it, you didn't subscribe to this channel because you don't tinker. This awesome card is created by cataseven, which I previously mentioned. The link to the GitHub repository is in the video description below. And if you use it, go to the repository, scroll to the top right corner, and, of course, click on the star. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps support the developer and keeps the project alive. Think of it like a virtual thank you handshake, just without the awkward eye contact. There you have it, a sleek Google Maps card, live device tracking, full route history, zone support and privacy built in. Just make sure to protect your API key, limit your usage, and maybe don't track your pizza delivery guy too closely. Like, subscribe, and comment below with your funniest or ridiculous zone names. Mine? It's a snack shrine. And as always, before I end up the video, I must say thanks to all those wonderful people that are supporting me and that have become YouTube channel members. Thank you all for all of your support. But let's not forget each and every one of you who has watched, shared, liked or commented on my video. Thank you. If you too want to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the join button down below and becoming a YouTube channel member for only €2 or $2 per month. Or you can go to my merchandise store and get something there. Last but not least, you can always send me super thanks and I will be super thankful for that. I will be seeing you next time. Until then, bye bye and have fun. Warning, no kids, pets or delivery drivers were stalked during the making of this video. All tracking was done with the consent. Probably, except for my dog, he has no idea he is chipped.